I am officially moving on from the attic studio, which I'm so excited. I got another apartment, so we're just going to be moving to a new house with... Why is there a saw happening? This is also another reason why I'm so excited to leave, is like the attic is not insulated. So I hear everything from outside as if it's like beside me, and it's really cold in the winter. The new place is insulated and has way more natural light. I think it's roughly the same size, so the space we're still working with is tight, but at least it's more light filled. I thought we could pack together. I don't really know where to start. I need to pack it all today in one day, which is gonna be a little difficult. I have a lot of boxes. I have this, which is also good to have. I put all of this kind of stuff nicely folded in little bags so it stays clean, because I need to keep things, well, I want to keep things organized. I don't really want to throw it in boxes yet. I also have things like this. It's a pair of pants I made, which was fun. They fit horribly, but also like it's so much good fabric that I'm not sure what to do with it. So I'm going to take it with me and we'll have to just upcycle it one day maybe. Or this, a little skirt that I made. I don't love the color on me, but it's okay. This one is for sale actually, which I want to keep separate. I'm thinking maybe this box we can put all the things that are for the website in good condition. They're all in another bag except this. I think I'm going to keep them in here so they're like properly sealed and packed away. It's such a pretty, it's like a cotton linen blend, this top. And I love the fabric. I think it's a size L and it's on my website. Like how much better? Protected. Also bra dress. This one I really like. Also for sale on my website. 100% cotton, fully lined. This one was really fun to make. It's a little wrinkly, but I always iron everything, of course, before I pack it all. Nicely packed, good to go. Nice. Oh yeah, I also made, I have 2 sailor hats, which I do love. Is this the one? I think this is like the one that's a bit small, but it's another pattern, so that one I'm not sure what to do with. It needs a good press. But I upcycled this hat from an old raincoat. This was one of my first upcycling projects in probably like 2021. Like, isn't it so cute? And I put the pocket on the back. Cute, right? And inside is fully lined. I was thinking about selling it, but I think it's kind of special, so we're gonna keep that. Ooh, the tablecloth skirt. This one is actually for sale. This is made from 3 embroidered tablecloths. This is the vest that was a fun project, but also, again, didn't love how the fit worked out, so I need to upcycle it or do something about that, which I feel like is a lot of these projects. This is an apron, which I guess I could wear for the kitchen when I'm baking, because I don't cook. Maybe this is useful. This was the bomber I made from the puff and pencil pattern, which is nice, but again, like, I don't love the color on me. I did not do a great color choice, but I did thrift the fabric, so it's really nice. It's just, I wish it was like a darker, like more chocolate brown, I think. That would have been way better for me. I'm not sure what to do with these clothes. That's the only thing. Like, I love them. I did my best sewing them, so the quality is good, but it's not my design to sell. Ah, this is the last one I had. I made this jacket so long ago. I think in early 2023, sorry. Amazing fabric, fully lined, but I made the mistake of making the lining too short, so it like the bottom of the coat gathers up. And this was one of the first coats I made before the crop versions. Like, it has potential, it has big proper pockets, like double pockets and everything. I just need to upcycle it to make it shorter, I guess. Cute, right? I think so. This will have to be, we'll have to do like an upcycling video. I have so many things in my wardrobe that need slight fixes or little upcycles to just make it more wearable. And we could add this as one of them. If you're interested, let me know down below. Because for now it's just an idea, but I've kept it for a couple years just thinking like, I need to fix it. It's just such good fabric. I did the work of fully lining it. It just needs to be shortened. Oh, this is one of my test flower bags. I made this one for a tutorial, I think. And I need to start buying flowers again, especially for the new house. Show off my flower bag in a new city. Then I have this tote bag. I mean, I'm so many tote bags. My friend got me this with my logo on it, which is always helpful. Maybe I'll keep that aside. And then I also have another tote bag. And this was at the first market I ever sold at, which I don't do anymore, but this one was really special. They ended up opening a store, which I also sold my stuff at for a little bit. Kind of went full circle. So, of course, there's drywall, and I never painted it because I wasn't sure if I was allowed. So I just covered it up with like my art poster and my perfume dress. Now, I feel like the store, I got this peak stuck. It's like the thing that holds your mosquito net above your baby crib. I used it for a display in the market, but I use it to get my perfume dress off the wall like in the stores. Oh. And there we go. We got it. Okay, it's made from almost 1,000 perfume testers. You can see. And then the top layer is just a regular piece of printer paper that I cut up to make a smaller fringe. So you can see all the lines of stitch across. And then there is a zipper on the side, which is hard to see, but there is a zipper because I was able to wear it. A fun random project that I did. I'm just packing all my patterns like in a box, just folding it and putting it at the bottom of the box. I have these ones, and these ones I actually brought from Canada because I've had them since college. They were the blocks that I used in college. The only thing is they don't fold so nicely, but I can't get rid of these now. They fit horribly, but they're a really good base, and I started a lot of projects from this base, and then I have to do so many alterations, which is something I want to work on this year. Is I need to make blocks that perfectly fit me so I can do way less alterations when I'm making my patterns for other styles. That's the goal anyways. Then I think I'm just gonna put the clothes on top of it because what else do I put in here? I also found a hat that I wore for Carnival. If you know, in the south of the Netherlands, we do Carnival. It's like the city shuts down for 4 days and just the whole city parties outside. There's music and every bar is serving outside. It's really fun, but everyone has to dress up. If you don't dress up, then you stand out. This is kind of the last of it in the corner, but this was my fabric scrap bin, and these are the scraps that are like kind of useless, or yeah, like nothing that's usable anymore. I used to split between usable and then tiny scraps. We actually have textile recycling bins here, so I'm gonna put this in that later. And then the other scraps that are still usable, I usually put for free on like Facebook Marketplace because someone can always learn from it or do like patchworking and stuff like that. I do have this bunny man. He's kind of a little freaky. I'm not sure. Maybe we just put him in the box for now. We'll take him along. Kind of cute, kind of weird. Now we're on to the fabric. Before I go, this is everything that I have on my web shop. So it's all nicely packed. There's like some clothing, flower bags. If you're interested, you can check out my website. It's linked down below. But at least it's like all nicely packed away and I can see everything, which is better than before. Before I had it in a bag, hidden under a table. And I just like knew it was there. But I'm hoping I can have this maybe on a shelf or more visible next time. And I did list a whole bunch of fabric online on my Vinted, so if you are interested, I'll probably take it with me still, but I would still like to get rid of it. So if you want some fabric, I made little bundles, pre-made bundles, and it's all on my Vinted. If you want some nice fabric, it's mostly in this section. The rest of it is stuff I want to keep. I cut all this bias for flower bags when I was still producing flower bags. Now it's so much, but it's kind of nice. So if I ever have a project that needs bias, I'm like, perfect. I don't need to cut anymore. I have it all. I also started collecting things like, these are all jewelry pouches because I thought maybe I want to make a vest that has all pockets on it. I have also tons of these dust bags. These are all dust bags. Like, I probably have 30 dust bags, and I wanted to take them apart to make something from them. Like what? I don't know. But I'm like a little hoarder sometimes. There's things hiding everywhere. It's not bad actually, because this is all the fabric I want to keep and it fits in one box. I thought it would be more. I just put the rest of the fabric in here. This is the stuff that I don't want, that I want to sell. Almost done. I have my fake flowers. This was when I was doing markets and demonstrating how the flower bags work, because lots of people would ask me if they could put a dog in it, put their child in it, if it was for your arm, and I would always say, please do not put your child in the flower bag. It is strictly for flowers. So I just like thrifted some fake flowers. They're like not the greatest, but it demonstrates to people that it's for flowers, not children. I just opened the box to take this apart and put it all away. I have paper, which is good for packing like dishes and stuff, but then I also found these hats. My boyfriend and I were Mario and Luigi one year for, again, Carnival, and I was Luigi and he was Mario because he's a little bit shorter than me. And I thought that's very perfect for us. Definitely not keeping these because I wore them once, but I think kids would really like that. Okay, one down. And that whole shelf fits in this box, which is actually pretty amazing. It's not even that, it's heavy, but it's not that big. So highly recommend a modular unit, especially when your space is small. Now this side of the room is pretty much complete. We're gonna go to the other side. Okay, I think this is a new view for you. This is my makeshift shelf. It is from a old wardrobe. It's like the side of a wardrobe and then the legs that you see here. This is the bottom. That was like a shelf. And very useful, but not the most sturdy. I'm just going to put all my binders. I keep all my patterns, my paper patterns in binders, and then I organize them. Like this is sets, tops, and dresses. And it actually works quite well like this, but I want to have like a proper shelf in the next place because this is nice, but it's already full. Oh, and my vintage sewing magazine. To be honest, I don't know how to use these. Like, I understand you have to like find your pattern and then trace it, but how do you find your pattern in all those lines? It just seems like a bit complicated. I need to sit down and figure that out. I don't know if this is too heavy. Ooh, oh, that's pretty heavy. I need to distribute weight. Also, you may have noticed this is the only window that I have, and it's not properly sealed. So there was always a draft coming in. This is where I have all my trims and stuff, and I want to just make the most use of it. I'm gonna just fill it up and tape it shut because it's basically a box. All my scissors, which most of them don't actually work. Well, scissors work, but they're not sharp. I need to go to a scissors sharpener guy. This table was actually also the side panel of an old wardrobe, and then I bought 4 IKEA legs to make it into a table. It is like the least sturdy table ever. It always like shakes, and if I sew fast, the whole table will indeed wiggle. I still have some space in my like wardrobe, in the web shop stuff, so I'm gonna put all my thread in there. Whew, because I have so much. Like there's some of this, and then I have a whole box still, but at least it's all together. I would love to get like, I don't know if it's possible in the new place, but put the spools like on the wall. That would be so fun, and I feel like that feels like a real sewing studio. Like, look how much of the same, like how much pink do I really need, you know? It's a lot. Like if you're starting off sewing, you do not need this much thread. It's a bit excessive, to be honest. This is the first sailor hat I ever made, but it ended up being so small. Like, what is this? It's like a child sailor hat, you know? But I always keep it because I think it's just funny to have. I think the rest of it we could technically get into a box because it's just like the stuff up here that's part of my sewing, and then the rest of it is all storage. And I used to have, there's like 4 suitcases here. I used to have 2 more suitcases all tucked in the back corner, and every time I would sew, and like all the shots that you would see of me sewing from the edge, I would wheel the suitcases away out into the other room, and then the camera was like as far back as it could go, and that's like the furthest I could get you away from my sewing machine. So that's why all the shots of me sewing were so close, and it was always like reshuffling things, which I feel in the new place might be the same, like reshuffling or not getting super wide angles because there's not tons of space, but we will see when we get there. Packed the last box. It's mostly just random things. The dress fits, which is perfect. It's not gonna get bent or anything. So that is good. Everything is mostly packed. It's just like big items that I have to disassemble. But like the sewing stuff is packed. The last thing is my serger. And I bought it on Facebook Marketplace, and she gave it to me in this bag. It's a very good quality bag, so we're just gonna use it again. And it fits perfectly. I wonder if my iron can also fit in here. I just like got rid of boxes, not thinking that maybe I need them again. Ah! Perfect, it fits. It's not so heavy. And this is another corner of the studio I never showed, but yeah, it's an old historic building, so I thought it was really cool with these like old beams. It's like cool but not that cute, and I was always bending down to like find all my thread and everything. But yeah, it was fun while it lasted. On to the next. I call this the Cinderella room because it's not the most glamorous, but this is gonna be my sewing studio, and I'm so excited about it.